Members, Infrastructure Committee. We will begin with our public comment period. We have no one signed up on the sheet for public comment. Are any members of the public out in the gallery who are present today wishing to make a public comment to this committee? All right, I'm seeing none, so I will declare the public comment period closed. One second, please. Okay, so very quickly, we're joined today by our new Director of Solid Waste, and I wanted to give an opportunity to Mr. John Honeysucker from Water to introduce her and for her to say hello. And we're very grateful to have you here today, so I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Honeysucker.
Good afternoon to the council, and I want to say, first of all, thank you for the support that you have provided me and the team for not just this term and the previous council. Also, I really appreciate everything that you all have done, because without this council and the former council member and former administration and the current administration, we would not have been able to maintain anything. So I want to publicly thank you all for everything and all the support that you always give us continuously to myself, Sharon Smith, and the team. So I'm honored today to be able to present to you, since waste has moved on and we have advanced, and I'm excited to announce that the new Director of Waste Services, Director Tracy Thurman, is here today. And I wanted to council to meet and greet and welcome her, as you all have done me, and offer her that same unwilling support. So with that being said, Director Tracy Thurman.
Thank you. It's nice to meet everyone, and I just appreciate the warm welcome I've received, and kind of hit the ground running this morning with roll call at 6 this morning, so we're just going to keep it rolling. But appreciate the support that you all provided, and we're going to do everything in our power to get everything up and running as a standalone department. So we appreciate that commitment from you all. Thank you so much. And if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Director, for joining us, and we all look forward to talking more with you in the future. So getting into our regular agenda here, I've actually got every committee item on a proposed consent agenda. Does anything need to come off of the proposed consent agenda for discussion, questions, comments, anything? All right, I'm seeing none, but you'll have an opportunity after I read the captions to remove anything from consent if you wish to do so. All right, first item on the proposed consent agenda is Committee Item 1, RS 2024-695 by Coupin, Porterfield, Parker, and Welsh. This supports beautification of a noise barrier located at Mulberry Street and 6th Avenue South, and approving an application for a license agreement between NDOT and the State of Tennessee Department of Transportation. Committee Item 2, this is RS 2024-696 by Porterfield and Parker, a resolution extending the license and franchise of Nashville Gas Company for an additional period. Committee Item 3, RS 2024-698 by Toombs, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes, and to accept new public sanitary sewer mains and sanitary sewer manholes for property located at 560 Great Circle Road, also known as Watkins South. Committee Item 4, this is RS 2024-699 by Johnston, Gamble, and Parker. Resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water main and new public fire hydrant assembly for property located at 5617B Valley View Road, also known as Brentwood Chase. Committee Item 5, this is BL 2024-498 by Suara, Coupin, Vo, and others. This provides the honorary street name designation of James Jake Sherrill Way for a portion of 17th Avenue North. Committee Item 6, this is BL 2024-499 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes Vanderbilt University to construct and install above-ground and underground encroachments into the public right-of-way at 25th Avenue and a small portion of Highland Avenue. Committee Item 7, this is BL 2024-500 by Vo, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the abandonment of alley number 187 right-of-way and utility easements between alley number 1801 and Martin Street, and Brown Street right-of-way and utility easements between Humphrey Street and alley number 187. Committee Item 8, this is BL 2024-501 by Vo, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the conditional abandonment of a portion of alley number 442 right-of-way and utility easements between the 17th Avenue South and 18th Avenue South and between Edge Hill Avenue and DeFord Bailey Avenue. Committee item 9, this is BL 2024-502 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to acquire permanent and temporary easements through negotiation, condemnation, and acceptance for the Breslin Road Stormwater Improvement Project for 5 properties located on Breslin Road. Committee item 10, this is BL 2024-503 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to acquire permanent and temporary easements through negotiation, condemnation, and acceptance for the Rhine Drive Stormwater Improvement Project for 3 properties located at 110, 112, and 113 Rhine Drive. Committee item 11, this is BL 2024-504. This repeals resolution number RS 2024-548, which amended ordinance number BL 2019-18 to acquire permanent and temporary easements through negotiation, condemnation, and acceptance for the West End Place Stormwater Improvement Project for 5 properties located on West End Place and Central Avenue. All right, committee item 12, this is BL 2024-505 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon a portion of existing public utility easement rights for property located at Donaldson Pike unnumbered. Committee item 13, BL 2024-506 by Horton, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for 4 properties located at 5705A, 5705B, 5707A, and 5707B Robertson Avenue. Committee item 14, this is BL 2024-507 by Welsh, Gamble, and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new public sanitary sewer mains, new public sanitary sewer manholes, easements, and the adjustment of existing public sanitary sewer manhole for 5 properties located on Lawndale Drive, also known as Lawndale Sewer Extension. And lastly, we have committee item 15. This is BL 2024-508 by Gamble and Parker. This authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon public sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole and to accept new public water mains, public fire hydrant assemblies, public sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at 4516 Laverne Couchville Pike, also known as Hickory Woods. Having read the captions of all the items on the proposed consent agenda, do any of those items need to be removed from the proposed consent agenda? Councilmember Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just had a question about BL 2024-504, if I could pull that off to ask my question.
All right, we're going to pull committee item 11, BL 2024-504. Anything else need to come off for discussion, questions, anything? All right, could we get a motion and a second on the proposed consent agenda? Second. All right, properly moved and seconded. Any discussion on the proposed consent agenda? All right, seeing none, all those in favor of the proposed consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any not voting? All right, thank you. And we had everyone but Horton present. He was not here for the vote. Yeah, I think we have everybody but Horton. Excellent. Okay, so we'll return to committee item 11. We've already read the caption. This is BL 2024-504 by GAD. And I'll go to Councilmember Allen for any questions, comments, discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is just an area I go by a lot, and I just wondered why they were, my understanding is we're undoing this easement and redoing new ones, and I just wondered what the background was.
All right, we've got the lead sponsor present in the back of the room, Councilmember Gad, or we could go to the administration or to Council Director Darby. It looks like we've got Councilmember Gad.
This is the West End and Central easement.
1 second, please. I'll find you. All right, you're recognized, Councilmember Gad.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I was just checking or catching back up with Metro Water on this too. So I think about a month ago, we had a resolution that would allow the condemnation for this property in order to do the replacement of the water lines. What I've understood is that there's a lot more work, I think, to be done with some of the neighbors and neighborhood conversations. And so what I've done is work with Metro Legal or our legal counsel to undo that component so I can try to take a moment, have some more conversations. And I think we're probably maybe back into a very similar place that we were, but it just gives us time, in my opinion. But I definitely won't speak on behalf of any department or anything else, so.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Councilmember Allen.
I just needed context. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions, discussion on item 11, BL 2024-504? All right, we'll take a vote. All those in favor of 2024-504, please say aye. Any opposed? Any not voting? All right, recommend approval unanimously. And that is it for our agenda, folks. We got out of here on a very busy day with 7 minutes remaining, so enjoy your 7 minutes. We've got planning and zoning coming up next.